My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video. Joker. So yeah, finally seen Joker, yesterday. The movie that it seemed like everybody talking about. The movie that the media is continuously trying to remind you of that you shouldn't take your kids to see it. I thought that's what a rated R movie meant the whole time. Like, hey, might not be the best movie for your kids, but guess not. I get it. And even when I went to the movie theater, like they like have like it's like a sign like right on the theater, like as soon as you open the door, and it's like giving a warning for this movie Joker. And I'm like, Jesus, you know, so the freak type of movie are we about to watch, you know? But some people wanted, you know, me to do my little take on what I thought about the movie, my little review. So here it is. One thing I will say about Joker is if you are going into this movie expecting like a lot of action, like you know, because we all know, even if you're really not a DC fan like that, we all know with Joker comes like just chaos, like like he is, what do they call him, the clown prince of chaos or something like that. We all know where there's Joker, there's chaos. Okay, but this isn't really that type of movie, so you know, people not knowing that going into seeing this movie, they might be a little disappointed. Honestly, most of this movie is depressing. This movie is pretty much like the origin story of like how did this iconic villain even get to the point to where most people recognize him as the Joker? Like what made him get there, you know? And when it comes to the Joker, someone correct me if I'm wrong, most of his origin story is unknown. Like there's very like little, if any, like details that, you know, you can really like know about, like how his upbringing was and stuff like that. So that's really what this movie is. Like, how did he get to there? You know, so most of this movie, like I said, is sad, it's depressing. You know, you really feel for this character, especially from this movie. You look at him more as like a victim than just like, you know, just a crazy guy just doing whatever he wants to do just because of the fact that he can do it, you know. This movie does stem around mental illness and how, you know, he deals with this stuff. I think he was on like 7 medications in this movie, you know, so he has a lot of problems going on. And I think that's why there's like a lot of warnings about this movie, because you know how mental illness is, you know, being talked about a lot more today, which is good, you know, and a lot of people deal with, you know, that type of stuff, you know. So that's what this character is going through. His job sucks. You know, you find out he was adopted, his upbringing was garbage, you know, he doesn't really have friends, he's an outcast, most definitely. He's weird, he has this laughing disorder, that's why he's laughing. I don't even, is that a real disorder? Like, we're like, when that was happening, I thought it was one of those things to where, because in a way, I kind of get like that at times, to where when like people are like nervous or anxious, like they'll laugh. And like people, like they'll start laughing when they get nervous or anxious and stuff like that. I thought that's what, you know, kind of, and I guess that was like kind of what he had. But I think in the movie, because he had like the card that, you know, when he would start like bursting out laughing, like he would like hand the card to, you know, the stranger, and then like they could see like what's really going on. But I think the card said it was like some type of like neurological disorder, and it just would like make him start laughing. But I've seen people to where when they're in like uncomfortable situations, you know, like this character was a lot, they will start laughing, you know. So again, like there's a lot of stuff going on with this character, and again, that's why I feel like, you know, we're getting, you know, people are, you know, saying, hey, like, don't take your kids to watch this movie, because especially today, to where mental illness is talked about a lot more today, and you can a lot of people can like relate to the things that this character is going through before he becomes, the Joker. One thing I don't want to do is like, because it's kind of hard not to compare. That's especially when it comes to like someone playing the role of this character. It's hard not to compare, but I don't want to turn this into like a comparison video of like who was the best Joker. But one thing I will say, I definitely think, as far as on the big screen, I ain't ready to say he's better than Heath. I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready to say that. It's kind of hard because even though this is, the same character, it's still Joker. I feel like Heath's role was different. Like, Heath was playing Joker already in full fashion Joker. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is more like, you're seeing what got him to become the Joker. So it's kind of like, yeah, they were playing the same character, but in a way it was like a different role. Like, that's why I don't even really want to compare. But Phoenix did a good job. Phoenix did a very good job as Joker. I do think that out of all the Jokers we've seen throughout the history of time in freaking comics, cartoons, games, movies, you name it. Out of all the times we've seen Joker be done in either voice acting or just flat out acting, I definitely feel like this Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, I feel like this would be the one that most people relate to the most. Not necessarily, saying, oh, okay, I get why he like just killing whoever he want now. Like, not like that, but they can see what kind of led him down, that road, just with, the stuff he was going through, how he felt like, he wasn't really getting no help, they didn't really have no one to go to, didn't really have no one to talk to, stuff like that. I definitely feel like this is the Joker that I feel like a lot of people would relate to the most, so from that standpoint, I definitely thought Phoenix was a freaking great Joker. And I loved the build up to get there, and it wasn't one of those like cliche build ups like, oh, he's getting bullied, now he's just going to become the Joker and start killing. No, it was nothing like that. Like, he was really going through it, and then really what led him down that path, with the whole adoption thing and like finding out like who like his mom really was and stuff like that, on top of all the stuff he was already going through. I felt like that was like the last straw. And then that's when he was like, all right, suckers. Here I come. But yeah, I just loved the build up. I loved the freaking score of when like he, was really getting into that like Joker mode, and he was like dancing like the freaking score that was playing in the background during that part. I'm like, bro, this junk is lit. And especially when he finally put on that like red tux and then put on the paint, it literally seemed like, before that, like he had no confidence really, but as soon as he got like in that full outfit of Joker, like all of a sudden he just like was free and just like became this new character. Like his confidence went up, everything like that. I really love the way they did that. Of course we seen Sucker. I don't know. I don't know what I've seen more. Uncle Ben died in Spider-Man. I honestly think at this point it's been Bruce Wayne's parents. Bruce Wayne's parents die again. They freaking die again. But I do like the way they did that. I do like the way, how you seen how that happened. And I love the whole scene with, him and little Bruce Wayne and stuff like that. Just knowing how the future was going to be like. I love stuff like that. Sorry about the lighting. One of my lights got to recharge. But yeah, I definitely feel like this man is in the Oscar conversation. I definitely see why a lot of people feel like this is one of, if not the best movie. Well, Sucker, I don't know. This just because I see a lot of people say, that this is the best movie of 20 years. Sucker already? Is it better than Endgame? I don't know about all that. I think the most important thing to take from this movie is one, this isn't an action movie. like don't expect to see like a whole bunch of explosions and killings and stuff like that. This is like really like seeing what drove this iconic character to get to the point that he's at, and he's dealing with a lot of stuff that people every day deal with, and a lot of people will connect with this movie because mental illness, a lot of people go through that stuff. I go through that stuff. Is way more talked about today, and seeing how this character is coping with all of the issues and struggles that he's dealing with on a day-to-day basis, what gets him like to crack and get to become the Joker. That's like really what this movie is about. So don't expect like this junk to be like like freaking pure action or nothing like that. It's not like that, but it's still a very enjoyable movie. Definitely, I definitely want to see this movie again. Just to see if I could pick up, because there were times where like he was like reading stuff from his journal, and I was like trying to like read like all this stuff, but I couldn't like keep up. I definitely probably going to see this, and this junk had my bae, Zazie Beetz. Man, listen. As far as like celeb crushes, I don't really like get into that stuff, but Zazie Beetz. Too bad I think she got a boyfriend, some white dude. Man, look just like Mark Zuckerberg. Like he looks like an off-brand Mark Zuckerberg. Might be a cool guy. But she got a boyfriend. Fuck. But she's in this movie. I was wondering why you didn't see like a lot of interviews with her. She's in this movie, but she doesn't like really have like a huge role. So I guess that's why. This is definitely a movie that you will want to check out. If you have not seen Joker, I highly recommend you go see this movie. If you do bring your kids, though, please be responsible. This movie is rated R. It might not be the best, influence on their young, wholesome minds. I got to be like a C, be like C and then out this sucker. Fox News out this sucker. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, my brothers and sisters, I catch y'all suckers in my next one, all right? Peace.